Hey guys, I'm Jeff from the Track Shack.
I'm Alex, Resolute Running. You know, Jeff, in a couple weeks is one of the most iconic marathons in the country. It's the Boston Marathon.
Yep.
It's April 15th this year. It's Patriots Day up in Boston, and when I say iconic, it's known the world over.
Yep.
You know, people from all over the world come to visit. People from all over the country try to qualify for it. It's an elite field because you have to earn your way in. You know, it's not just an open lottery type race. You've run it, I've run it, but it's a very unique experience.
Very.
Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. I mean, one of the main reasons why I actually started training for a marathon in 2015 was so I could qualify to Boston. I just wanted to go.
Absolutely.
And that was my main goal, was to get that first marathon in, see if I could qualify on that first one, and then do Boston.
Done. Yeah. 2 and out. So.
2 and out, yeah.
So people who don't even know about running know about the Boston Marathon. So
Yeah.
that's how big of a race it is. So today we're going to be kind of brief. You know, we were talking about this. Because it's a unique race, we want to provide you guys some tips, because there's a big crew from Alabama going to run the Boston Marathon. So there's a billion things we could talk about, but we've whittled it down to 10. Just 10 tips for you guys.
10 tips.
So the first one is when you're out there, make sure you're wearing some sunscreen or wear a visor or a hat. There is no shade on this course for 26 miles.
And there's absolutely no shade on the field that you have to stay at to begin with. When you get to the starting line, or you get to the starting point, there's no shade at all. You're just in a high school field.
Absolutely right. So sunscreen is important. And plus, it's Massachusetts. It could be 90 degrees. It could be 10 degrees. You don't know. So dress accordingly.
Don't jinx them.
Don't you? I know, right? I'm going to be there this year. I'm going back. So the weather's for me too. Number two is, Jeff was talking about it, so you're going to go to Athletes Village before the race. That's where you're going to hang out before you start. What was your take on Athletes Village?
It's a long wait, you know, so there were a lot of folks who got off the bus and just hit the woods for the restroom because there's a long line for the restroom. So I think that you got to go in with knowing that there's going to be long lines for restrooms. You got to be patient and take clothes that you don't mind just leaving.
You can throw away, and bring something to sit on. There are no chairs out there. It's just grass or concrete, so bring something you can sit on. The start of the race. Boston is famous for that quick 10K right off the bat. I mean, you're going to take off. Here's the thing about Boston. Everybody around you is as fast or faster than you, and they zip off that line like a bullet. Don't chase them. You will destroy yourself in that first 10K. Quads will be trashed, and the rest of the race will be a disaster. So start off very conservative. We say that for all races, but especially in Boston.
Yeah, it's definitely a trap. You got a lot of adrenaline too, so downhill start with a lot of adrenaline is usually not a good combination.
Not at all. Quick tip, water stations. Boston has a setup where when you come into a water station, there's a table on the right that everybody goes to, and there's a table a little farther down on the left. Skip that first table, go to the left table, you'll get your water very quickly. Number 5 is one of my favorites. When you get to Wellesley College, they call it the Scream Tunnel. There's thousands of young college girls who are standing there waving and screaming and asking for kisses. If that's your type of thing, I'm pretty sure Jeff got a lot of kisses. If that's your thing, stop and kiss the girls.
I went left.
You went left.
Yeah. I went left.
So that's the tip. If you don't want all the women, go to the left. So, number 6, even though, we kind of talked about this a little bit, even though that first half marathon, the first 13 miles is net down, there's some rollers in there, so be conservative.
Sure, totally. I mean, I think the biggest mistake, honestly, there is just going out fast. Every person that has come back, their first experience was like, that went a little hard.
A little much. Number 7, everybody hears about Heartbreak Hill. Oh my God, Heartbreak Hill. Heartbreak Hill is just one of 4 hills in Newton, you know, and it's not even the hardest, right? So be prepared when you get to Newton, because you're about to hit 4 hills, and then Heartbreak is technically your last one, even though there's another short, crappy little hill after that. And Heartbreak Hill isn't because it's hard, it's because a race was lost there back in 1936. Whole different story. So.
I still blew up there.
Everybody has. Number 8, you're gonna hear everybody in Boston say, when you get to the sit-go sign, you're close. You've heard about the sit-go sign. It's a lie.
No doubt.
6 miles left in a marathon is not close.
No, that's actually when the race starts.
Yeah, so don't get too excited when you see sit-go. Just know you still have ways to go. Number 9, when you turned onto Boylston Street, which is the last stretch to the finish line, how'd you feel?
I actually stopped and kind of soaked it in a little bit. It's pretty impressive. It's awesome. I mean, you get that long line and everybody's cheering. It was awesome.
So you'll turn off of Hereford onto Boylston, and it's 600 meters to the finish. And for the first time ever, you'll feel like an elite athlete. The grandstands are packed. There's thousands of people there, and if you motion to the crowd, they respond. So soak it in. I mean, you might get a little emotional there. And then lastly, come on, say it.
You got to buy the jacket.
Buy the jacket.
Ignore the color.
Everybody gets really upset about the color of the jacket. It might be a fuchsia, I don't know. Buy the jacket, you've earned that jacket. All right, so there's 10 tips for Boston. It's an amazing race. We're excited about everybody going, and we're gonna wrap it up with one little thing. So the Track Shack and Jeff created a Facebook page.
Yep, Birmingham Boston Runners. If you look it up on Facebook, please join the group because we want to know who's running.
Yep. So like I said, there's almost 200 of us going, so I hope you'll join in. Let's talk about it, and we can give some more tips on that page as well. Birmingham Boston Runners on Facebook. All right, anything else?
No, man.
All right, guys, we'll see you on Patriots Day.